so making one of my favorite meals ever. It is, I guess, Asian inspired. It is these fabulous noodles. And we have one of those strawberry onions, some sprouts, some basil. I have a basil plant, but somehow I killed it in the cold weather because I didn't bring it in. I think this is Chinese cabbage or something like that. It's really, really good and hearty. A nice soft lime, turmeric, garlic clove. I've been using coconut oil and I have loved it versus the olive oil. It's been really good for me. Sesame oil, soy sauce, and rice wine vinegar. So there's a market near me. It's called the MD Market, and it's an Asian, Oriental market, sorry. And man, I tell you what, they have got some of the coolest stuff there. It is a little different. They have like live animals in there, and you know, I'm vegetarian, so I feel a little, I don't know, I feel a little weird when I go in there sometimes, but you know, I know that others don't believe the same thing I do, and I totally get it, so I just kind of skip that part and move along. But anyway, you can make some really great things without meat, and that's just what I choose to do. So it still gets me through, and I'm happy. I guess I would say I'm a pescatarian because I do eat fish sometimes. Normally it's salmon. I try not to eat it very often, but sometimes I just have that like need for meat or something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I wish that I could go vegan, but again, I love cheese, and I think I've told all of you guys that a million times. But anyway, here's another one of my favorite dishes that I love to make, and it's hearty, and it will last me a couple days, and it's pretty easy to make. So here we go. All right, so we got our water boiling, and our sprouts, onions, and garlic in there, and coconut oil, of course. And we're gonna get that on stir frying while we cut our cabbage. Chop up your cabbage in small bits. You see the little bits in there. And cut it. I hear my husband in the background going, don't do it. Anyway, throw it on top to let the steam come up on it. And wait till it wilts, and it's just about done. Alright, since I can't read Oriental or Chinese or whatever it is, this is the kind of noodle you want. Over here. And they come in little, like, waffles. And you just throw 3 of them in there, and you are good to go. See the little lettuce starting to wilt? Alright, so again for the sauce, we got our soy sauce, sesame oil, rice vinegar, and our honey. So we do, the recipe calls for half a cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of rice wine, 1/4 cup of sesame, and a 1/4 cup of either maple syrup or honey. I like to use even amounts of rice wine and soy sauce because I think it makes it taste better. So make the little sauce, and then if you have sesame seeds, which really don't make that big of a difference unless you toast them, you can throw it right in that sauce, and it's super good. So there's a store called Bulk Nation. They sell everything in bulk. And so I get my little sesame seeds, and we'll just sprinkle a few in there, get them toasted up really good. Probably like a tablespoon, because why not? Just stir them around, and you kind of toast them. Once you get them to turn a little bit brown, you're going to just pour that little sauce in that we had, and that is going to be your sauce once it thickens a little baby bit. And you're going to pour it over everything. It's going to be super good. Alright, then shred half of your turmeric bulb in there. And I just use this little shredder right here. And I just go at it just like Parmesan cheese. And again, I used about half of this big bulb for that whole meal. Alright, here's all my basil. So a super cool trick that I learned that makes it easier to cut basil evenly is if you take it and you just start rolling it, and it'll roll into a little circle. And then it's easier to chop. And then you kind of get the same amount and the same slices. Beautiful. Alright, so once your noodles are al dente, rinse them with cold water, and then incorporate your noodles with your sauce, and then pour all of your goody green stuff in there and mix it all together. You have like the best dinner ever. Once you do that, add your basil and it's all good in the hood, ready to eat. Also, that lime that you have, the best way to juice a lime is roll it out hard like that and then slice it in half, and that will get all of the juices like popping out of those little polyps that they're in, make it easier to squeeze. So there you go. All right, all finished. Look how pretty.